spectacle for the ages, the coronation of Pope Paul VI. More than 250,000 persons throng the great square of St. Peter's for the rites that solemnize the elevation of Giovanni Cardinal Montini to the chair of St. Peter. He becomes the 262nd Pope and succeeds beloved Pope John XXIII. From the Vatican Palace, the procession winds through the square to an altar and throne on the steps of the Basilica. For the first time in a century, the rites are held outside. The Pope will receive the triple crown of the papacy before the greatest crowd ever to witness such a coronation. The smiling pontiff imparts his blessing without pause. Ceremonies began at 6 o'clock to avoid the heat of day, and as dusk falls, the entire scene takes on an air of breathtaking beauty. Dignitaries from 80 countries are present. Presidents and kings like Baudouin of Belgium, princes and prime ministers, all are joined together in prayers for the success of Pope Paul's reign. He celebrates the pontifical mass at an altar that faces the crowd. Pope Paul has pledged that his regime will follow in the footsteps of his predecessor, Pope John. When he partakes of Holy Communion before the coronation itself, it is with prayers for divine guidance. The traditional papal tiara flanks a crown presented by the people of Milan, where he was once Archbishop. Cardinal Dean Ottaviani uses their gift to proclaim that Pope Paul VI is the supreme spiritual ruler of 500 million Catholics. The Pope addresses the world in 9 languages, promising to devote himself to greater mutual charity and peace among all peoples. This is followed by the hallowed blessings of all popes, Urbi et Orbi, to Rome and to the world. This is the climax to an ancient ceremony that was seen around the world, and Pope Paul now follows in the footsteps of St. Peter. He has already announced that he is reconvening the Ecumenical Council in September and has expressed the hope that this meeting of high church dignitaries will carry on the work of Christian unity, striving for the dignity of man. Once more, the Pope is borne through the crowd. Once more, he imparts his pontifical blessing. Thus begins the regime of Pope Paul VI, scholar, diplomat, humanitarian, man of God. Catholic and Protestant, Jew and Muslim, all men of goodwill, share the hope that his reign will be a long and fruitful one, that he will be a worthy successor to St. Peter.